time to focus on our prime time spotlight. We're going to talk about these games, the standalones, as a little bit of a package. Let's kick things off with Thursday night football, Amazon Prime, 8:15. Here's my question. The real bet that I wanted to make, which already the cat's out of the bag. John Harbaugh will definitely and clearly announce his starting quarterback in advance of this game. Yes was minus 1,000. No was off the board. I mean, look, it's priced in. The Ravens opened at 7.5-point favorites. They continue to be 7.5-point favorites. Part of me feels like we're getting value here because if not for the short week and like how the home teams have been doing in these games, I do think anecdotally betting the home favorite has been better than betting the home underdog. And now we're basically getting Lamar Jackson off of what is it, 5 weeks of rest against a Dolphins defense that against the run, other than this past week, has truly been horrific. And the Falcons were not at full strength. So talk me off of betting the Ravens.
We might have to call this trap week, Chad.
Traps, by the way,
traps.
It fucking feels like that, right?
It needs to be though. Like this, the public. We talked about the new age, and we have adjusted. I mean, last week proved that. I still can't believe we had a winning week when the favorites went 10-2, whatever it was, something insane like that.
I think it was 11-2, and they won by after last night, and they all won by an average of like 11 points or something like that.
I mean, our moneyline round robin. If we just, we could have just gave it on the spread. We didn't even need that's how chalky this past week was. So, everyone out there, you can keep getting away with it, but it's gonna catch you. And this week is lined up to a week to catch people here. And this started off with this game. I can't tell people to back, like you just said, Lamar hasn't played in 5 weeks, which is good. He's rested, but he's also totally out of rhythm. So this is the perfect team to get in rhythm against. He could do it. I'm not going to force us to make this one of our 5 or one of my favorite bets, but like you're telling me I'm getting Miami plus 7.5 Tua at home against a Ravens defense that I still think is highly suspect. Like you said, I mean, I went back and watched the Caleb game. There were opportunities there. There were plays to be made. He just had an off day. This is Tua's environment. It's at home. As much as I don't want to give him credit, when he plays bad defenses, that scheme, that run scheme they have, it all works, right? So that was the biggest thing I took away too from that game last week was just Van Noy. I know it's not the biggest name; he's an older guy. Him being injured and the Ravens not having true pass rushers, that's like a real thing. There was no guy that scared you. I mean, you know that with last week. He had time. Like it's just him doing stupid stuff and missing throws is why they didn't work last week. So I am shocked to see all the money, all the tickets, everything right now is on this Ravens side. Like, I don't know about you. I feel like I got away with one last week with that one. We kind of stole it.
Look, we totally got away with it last week. Even down to the very last play of the game. We talked about it on Sunday. The Bears still easily could have gotten in the back door because you could have seen them going for 2 after scoring a touchdown and making this a 30-24 game. We got way, way lucky with that game. But that also tells me something. The fact this number hasn't moved off of the 7.5 after the news about Lamar basically being said he's going to be the starter, and that all the money and the tickets are coming in on the Ravens, this number hasn't moved tells me that somebody somewhere likes the Dolphins aggressively.
Which is shocking because like as much as I get it, like I've talked about, this is a nice Tua spot. It's like we are talking about backing a Dolphins team after a huge road win when the whole house is on fire.
We're not talking about it.
So I'm on Miami. I can't get over as someone that's taking a position now on the Ravens, obviously a couple weeks ago to win their division, everything like that. This is no doubt a must-win game, but this is the type of game that does trip up this type of team. So you can get plus 330, plus 340 right now on Miami's money line. If you're taking the plus 7.5, you have to sprinkle a little bit on that Miami money line. It's just a weird spot. It's a short week on the road for a Ravens team that has a quarterback that is not in any type of sync or flow with the offense. So if Lamar had played this past week and this was a Sunday game, I think this is a worthy number. Minus 7.5 after all those things is worthy. No game and a short week for this Ravens team that, they're not a juggernaut. This is not Ravens of last year. This is a team hanging on by what feels like a thread right now. This Ravens team, -7.5 is just totally aggressive, priced in line. Feels like too much respect for a team from last year, not a team from this year. So again, another time where I just am shocked the books have opened this. But like Chad said, the fact they haven't budged, it shows the books and some bettors are taking very big positions on this Miami team.
Seattle at Washington. Washington is 3.5. It started moving yesterday. You liked Seattle Sunday when it was 3. The line has moved in that direction. We would expect Jayden Daniels to be playing. Here's the real question for me. This is a trust Sam Darnold game. The Commanders' rush D is mediocre, but the pass D is terrible. Bottom
Right.
5 in every category,
Yeah.
basically. So it's going to be about Sam Darnold and his ability to win the game, which he's done. I'm not discounting anything he's done. He's definitely won them, put them in a position to win games this year.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be able to out physical this team, which is how Seattle's been winning games this year.
Yeah, and like we keep talking trap games, this is the definition of a trap game. Washington embarrassed, primetime game, short
Getting
week.
the
And
hook
again,
at home with the
yeah.
quarterback coming back, like
But that's why I wanted people to grab the 3 because it's like I just another game where it's like what there's only one direction for this number to go, right? So I hope people got the 3. Maybe you can still find it out there. Like our tough choice will be: are we really back in Seahawks at -3.5? We know it's super public, super stinky.
I don't know that we will. Like at 3.5.
I'm probably still gonna. I know I hate to say it. I'm probably still gonna bet a Chat. I hate it too. I'm hating myself for it because I feel like I'm doing good avoiding like that Jags game, for instance. Like, but I don't know if I can avoid this one. Like the
All
Seahawks.
you're avoiding with the Jags is a win.
I know, but I feel like you forget the experience on betting on Trevor Lawrence, and it's gonna hit you midway through the third quarter when he has 4 picks somehow against a horrible Raiders defense.
Nope.
But
Trevor Lawrence, everything's going to be fixed.
like that's what I mean though. When I'm betting these trap spots, it really is about the teams and them. And like I feel confident in the Colts and Daniel Jones and that offense with their run game. Same here with the Seahawks. Like I think they have a good run game with a 2-headed monster. Sam Darnold's playing at such a high level, and their defense, like we talk about, they travel. They've been better on the road than they have been at home under the new head coach and the regime. So it's stinky, but I'm there, unfortunately. And we'll see. I'm excited to see what my model does with this line. If it is Jayden Daniels, but I have just priced him so low in my model right now just because he's not the same player with the bum knee. And you saw it even last night. Their head coach, I know he got them to an NFC championship. He feels like an idiot in some ways. Like you can't coach the same way with Mariota as you did with Daniel Jones, who was 80% on fourth down. So yeah, between the coaching matchup, all of it, what am I trying to? I'm trying to get there in Washington. I can't find anything that get me there. They're just everything about them seems abysmal, and the Seahawks just seem like top 4,
Yeah, but
top 5 team.
that's the challenge, right? Is that we're always talking about is when do you play the number, when do you play the situation, and when do you play what you see on the field? To me, this is sort of that classic spot where you're getting the team that just got blown out that isn't as good against the team that the public loves, and you're getting the hook. And if you get the key to the offense in Jayden Daniels back against a good defense, but he can be slippery, that's where we run into trouble for not having the imagination for the possibility because of the situation in the number.
Yeah, maybe I'll get there, but as we say right now, I'm all aboard Seattle.
Arizona at Dallas. Dallas is a 2.5-point favorite. It's come down from Cowboys -3. That one I don't get. I like the Cowboys here. I like it
Really?
situationally. I like that Kyler will be starting.
It's good we're on opposite sides this week.
We are on a lot of opposite sides.
Yeah, that's good though. We were agreeing too much.
I just think it's the right spot for the Cowboys.
My opinion, I don't think the Cowboys should be favorites over anybody unless they're playing some of the worst teams in football. Arizona, to me, is not one of the worst teams in football. If it's Kyler, shockingly, don't mind him coming back in this spot. This is the perfect type of defense to get right against. They're just abysmal in every way. So, yeah, you're probably right. If you want to get to -2.5, I don't mind that if you're going to get Dallas. But if it's 3, it has to be Arizona. Like, this is not the type of game Dallas will be able to blow a team out with. I think Arizona will be able to be competitive. Their offense can move the ball, whether it's Kyler or, Brissett. I have confidence in this Arizona offense to stay and keep it close with this Dallas team. But like you said, the Dallas offense, the trust of their kicker, if it's under 3, okay, that's fair enough. They have the best kicker in football. That's a key number for a type of kicker he is. But yeah, at +3, the value to me is all on Arizona. Like the money line +130 as well. That's the value I want to be at.
Yeah, I play both of these primetime games. I'm just playing the number 3.5 and 2.5, 3.5 and 2.5. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting the home team at less than a field goal with a great offense against a not great defense, and I'm getting the home team at more than a field goal with their best player coming off a really bad game in prime time where I know the public's going to be against them, on a road favorite.
Again, my only pushback would be Green Bay lost. Green Bay beat this Arizona team. They could have lost to them. They beat them 27-23. It's pretty respectable.
With Jacoby Brissett, and I think we talked about until Kyler Murray learns.
Kyler's never lost. You know that, right? He's never lost in Dallas.
Kyler Murray learns.
High school, college, or pro. You cut me off, Chad, because you're a cutter offer. Lost to the Colts 31-27, getting close game. Okay, 22-21 Tennessee, 23-20 Seahawks, 15-16 against this 49ers team. So every game's close. You're getting +3. That's my whole point here. It's like feels like you're taking a little bit of a bad spot here in Dallas, where Dallas could win. You will hate yourself if it lands on the 2, no doubt about it.
I am not a cutter offer.